From Sky here just to be the supportive element, the unit to try and help out these players, and XELLOW, well, that's a great start. Headshot finding Plessen, the solo monster, if he will react accordingly to it. Now that jump's found, it's definitely the A play. He's going to be screaming into his teammates, but it's Twist to tear his head off as the... Now that 4-on-4, the long slog of a retake here for XELLOW with a Glock of shots finding 2, make it nearly a third. It's so much damage to Bird from Sky, and while Manx is able to collect a second kill, there's flank after flank, and Kriaz, the only thorn in their side that can take XELLOW down.
Support the Mac 10 as well. Not the best of buys to make their way over towards Long. And XELLOW, the stand-up AWPer, of course, replacing some big boost to
around the 25-second mark. There's minimal time left here. Great flashbang, but Twist reads into it very nicely. And XELLOW now implode towards A. They send all the utility forward, but Fash is good for one. Looking for a second, but Plessen has it with the AWP. 10 seconds left on the clock. They've got minimal time to make the moves. And another missed shot for the AWP. This time from Plessen, but he's backed in for another. He's got to set the bomb down. There's 4 seconds left. The M4's going to deny. And all Manx has to do is play for the seconds. He will go down, but the bomb doesn't go on.
He's got the AWP, so it's alright. Oh, hang on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
A great read. Plessen and Twist just snappy accuracy.
Over towards A side. I mean, this is a dire situation for them, but they are stacked over towards Long. This could work in their favour.
Oh, brilliant shot from an Arquez as well, only extending that very big green. Problem is, Shox has set the bomb down, right? You're in a 2-on-4 in the first place. What's the likelihood that you win this round? And while Manx is able to pick up one.
And this is now already starting to kind of ring some slight alarm bells. Because you take what they can get, right? A couple of kills, not the end of the world. Now in towards mid, Plessen leading the charge, spotting out the first as well. XELLOW falling. It's an unfortunate start for XELLOW.
And the map is absolutely runs in the favour of the finest camp. Nice job from Dafu. No flash, no nothing. It's a dry, bare swing in towards short. Bird from Sky will double up on it as well. So from a 4-on-5, they do manage
with the utility popping over towards Monster. And I guess he's be careful. Or comes alive, good for one. And falling away as well. A brilliant play from him because it means now that they've got
problem. A 3-on-2 scenario. The T side have got to make the moves. Fasher would have spotted, and that's going to be it. The bomb's going to commit towards B. They don't have time to run it back up unless if it goes through connector. And so this M4 could be in poised position, but an Arquez, he's got the kill in his pocket.
Did have a buy coming into this one, and XELLOW with the AWP.
But look at the damage already taken. The nade's done wonders, but Dafu looking to one-up. He was one of the lower HP players from Plessen's HG. And Manx sitting on the back of the site. He's now going to be the man to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And that's the VIP gone. The bomb dropped in the open. Bird from Sky follows up for a second. And just like that, an Arquez and Twist remain.
I was so cautious of the con wrap, and for good measure, but he's going to find a kill nonetheless. 2 versus 3, Fasher out of the equation gives them a bit of a lifeline extended in towards around the break to potentially find their 7th on the board, but it's down to just 2 as we mentioned. Let's pick himself a Molotov. The AWP of XELLOW comes alive for one of his own. The orbs have been a big problem, and they're showing...
AWP, he's got money, his team's got money, so they can just read by the AKs, and there's no real problem for them. Smoke may be for the play, or up close XELLOW, he'll find the opener and given enough space to get away, and an early man advantage falls in favour of XELLOW, and there's no time to rotate here for Finest. There's Fasher, he'll pick up another. Bird from Sky going to take a third, and while Kriaz has got space towards short, guide them to a third.
I like what Finest are trying to do in terms of, you know, leave it late, trying to
early damage. XELLOW have usually been on the receiving end of plays like that, but not this time, Manx. Oh my good God, look at the damage. It's 209.
Doesn't really want to test the waters too much with that AWP. Does it need to be overextended? Probably not. Shox falling. More or less might confirm just an early save call. Try and keep all of what they've got. That's easier said than done. Nanak's coming alive. One of his own. The AWP has been spotted, and now the
CT side. Finest at 6-0. Even if this is to be the next 5 in a row for XELLOW, it's safe to say.
To play as well. But this also does play into the way Finest like to play it. That's a nice opener. Kriaz. I question the Galil, and it comes back to bite me. What do they do with it? And it looks like they're doubling back over towards A.
Oh, and a nice shot from XELLOW to start things off. Shock's gone. And that 5 on side have the better buy, the better edge. And look at the time, it's 18 seconds. But Plessen, the shots, but he's able to convert. The Heaven flanks found everything in the round. And Fasher, well, he's good for one. They still got to retrieve the bomb. There's 9 seconds. The round is not over yet. Fasher coming in from Monster will find the first spray. Transfer for a second. And all of a sudden, it's Twists against 2, and while he's got his back turned towards short, Fasher's still alive, Fasher's still kicking, and it's more than just Fasher, it's
brilliantly disciplined.
And it still wasn't enough. He talks about the discipline, and while Kriaz and Shox have both found kills, but Kriaz, a masterclass with the deagle it seems. My oh my. You'll be watching that one back for a little while. That shot's hard to hit with an AK. Never mind a Deagle, and Plesson's not done either. Finest, they've invested minimal amounts into this.
To leave him isolated, which so far he is. He's making his way forward in towards pillar, spotted Al Plesson. Good for yet another. It's all down to one man, Fashion. And this is now doable. 3 of the 4 players, 1 bullet away from death. And good for one. Looking to make it yet another. Spotting the player in low. We've got the fight. It's a question. Good for one more, but a 3-2-1 swing. It's unlikely in the long term, not looking great, which could potentially be their last buy of the round if they're unable to deliver here. Bird from Sky, the IGL going aggressive and paying the price for exactly that.
They're looking to perform with. Peeking, Dafu. He's found the trade-off at least, so while it is a bit delayed, Korea's
They get a lot of information. Twist going to push in front of the smoke, might pay the price for it, but just about delivers on the trigger. To Manx as he falls
to throw the nose flash in. It's all over the left-hand side. But from the right is Dafu. He's found one. Fasher a second. 14 seconds left. The bomb's dropped in the open.
And if you ever wanted a prime example of why you shouldn't leave things to the last 20 seconds, especially when you're
14. With that single setup on XELLOW, we know he can absolutely pack a punch. But a man that has delivered time and time again is Fasher. His 13th kill here on the CT side. As he finds Plesson looking for a second Shocks to deny. To a 4-on-4, at least kept at bay for now.
HP, 67 HP is not exactly where they want to be, and especially with Twist dropping out of the fray, that leaves only Anarchist with full HP.
To go, they are going to make the committal towards B. Shock's going to walk right into Splinter. That's where Manx is hiding. With 8 seconds left, the last 2 players more than happy to call it a day. And Arquez playing very much the James scenario here on Overpass. Only 4 deaths here on the T side, but the minute and 25 on the clock. Shots finding the opener. Wallbang attempted, and well, why not? He's found a second. Finest starting to pick up pace here for XELLOW. Manx patiently waiting. Flash over the top. XELLOW good for the first. The second kill comes in, but Twist, he's able to remove a third of the players. And well, as time ticks away, doesn't look like there's much of a chance. And well, Fasher, he's going to find another. A 1-on-2. XELLOW have fought their way back into this round, and no way do they get this under their belts. XELLOW will take 8. Finest as they close the gap on the USPs. These Glocks and the P250 looking for the damage, but it's Plesson to kill XELLOW back and forth with the CT players, I should say. But Shocks runs right through the smoke. He's able to find some ground. Fasher to trade, still trying to find shots with the Glock. It's all kicked off here, but a 2-on-2 and a moment of lull for Bird from Sky to set the bomb down.
Yeah, just quiets down in the server for a second. Bomb going down, but they're unaware of the flying Korea's bit of a labour tap. Ooh, deliver on a kill to onto Fasher. Low on HP, and from behind, Korea's makes it a second. Unable to kind of thread the needle.
T-side, we know that they can bring out some serious stuff. Unfortunately for Manx, it's short-lived. Fasher will trade out towards long, a double face in, but only the one will take face shot potential. We might be silenced though. They are heading out towards B. Also, shotgun faces in, and well, it doesn't manage to bring the results that Shocks was quite looking for. Dafu finds the opener, and while Twist is able to stand his ground, the rotate of Plesson is going to be the VIP for this one. XELLOW's trade, a 2-on-2, 2 Galils to work with. One of them eliminated from the round though, and Arquez has done wonders, and a double dink from Plesson, and a body shot through the wall shall suffice. It's Finest to win. What are the chances that you can make that scoreline a recoverable one? And well, for this round, Shocks are 1-for-1 towards Monster, 1+ on the previous round, and so
Korea's causing a couple of problems. Dafu down to, well, nothing as the quick trade comes in from Bird from Sky. I mentioned the questionable buy, but now he's got a little to work with. So not the end of the world, but in comes the AWP of Anarchist, looking for just a pixel to work with as Twist, in for the flank, drops the IGL and takes the numbers back in their favour. And Plesson all too aware that one could be lurking in close and personal, and he delivers. It's down to just one. XELLOW left alive, and well, Anarchist makes quick work of that. That he fused to problematic on a T side of Overpass, which requires such a necessity of utility to 1-for-1 trade over towards that B site. Looking to buy one more, and Fasher flying down and towards water delivers. Take on towards B, aggressive. They just didn't allow the CT side to set up. And drops towards front bathroom, a slower tempo, and an airburst Molotov is not exactly what the CT side wanted, but it doesn't matter. Krios good for one. Plesson flashing towards short. Gun barrel spotted, and a laboured spray just about delivering on a second kill for the CT side. And Shocks in close and personal should be able to deny the presence, but only good for the first.
And Manx even finding a bit of damage as well, so This could be looking pretty promising. Twist, Pless, and Kriaz all low HP, and these rifles definitely could do some damage, but it's all on XELLOW. It's all on the 1-on-4, and a great tap to find the first. There's still 3 more hungry CTs pushing at him, though, and his position very limited, very constrained. Tapping away, finds a second. XELLOW, 2 more to go. Launching the flashbang high. Both CTs know his location, and he is left in isolation. Smoke on top of the bomb. Both players high HP as well. XELLOW a third. No way is this a 1-on-4. No way is this another round that ECSTATIC win as XELLOW reanimate.
Yeah, Burger Sky makes his way in towards that of Khan. We paying the price for exactly that. Anika's finding the kill. Bomb drop. That's information gained. Unnecessary information at that, because they can just take a step away. As I say, swing coming forward from Dafu. I question the slow performance from him, and he's finally started to find a little bit of comfortability into the second half. A kill going his way. And the question, what can they find? Twist, elevated, delivering once further, and Fash is an important kill to find to take the numbers, and Plesson will double it down.
This is really a wide angle. Manx moving forward. He needs to bait the AWP shot, but he'll walk right into it instead. A 1-on-4 for Dafu. Likely enough. Shock's waiting for the walk up. Dafu back turned, and well, that's it. Finest tie the game. 11 or Pick of Ancient is a map that we saw going ECSTATIC's way no matter what. So Finest desperately needing this map, and a very nice reactionary play.
So far, how they're playing it, it's kind of, you know, for Anikas and Krias, they can just play so fluid, and that's where the fluidity starts to find the success, because Bird from Scott.
Oh, absolutely. Flash coming in, dropped out. Fasher, he'll find the opener. Second kill for Fasher. Nearly a third for him as well, but ECSTATIC run right through them. And so although the Finest 5-on-4 established, it is not maintained well until Big and Arquez with a big green. Bug on our end, or if actually there was a bit of a miscommunication. He is there anyway, and by the looks of things, Plesson didn't understand the task, didn't understand the job, because Max has got them both covered.
It's a little late with 45 seconds on the clock. It's now a committal play, and Shock's good for the first. Nice, all he has to do, hold down the fort, no utility, peeking dry in towards Monster, always only going to go one way.
And well, here we go, an Arquez on the site, Orp finds one, and a second kill from an Arquez. XELLOW the last man standing, another one on money. Exchange at the end of this round, and Finest one step closer to tying the game. Being found by the Finest side. We saw how good they were on the T side as well. Plesson heroics needed, and while he's good for one, somehow backing away. The smoke might just be his demise though. Didn't have his gun out, and Fasher to close the gap and close him out. Kriaz will find space towards Connector. They're just gonna have to settle for the man advantage. Or are they?
Yeah, double it down. Yeah, well, 4 versus 2 now. I think this one might be tied up in a matter of seconds.
Oh, and a nice shot from Swiss. Last man standing of Fasher, and the flank of Kriaz will reward him with a hat-trick.
13 over towards Finest, and then have a terrible economy not to work with. I mean, it's a 90 spot, and not a great start either. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Bird from Sky stepping up, but Dafu's slow start is continuing as he has really struggled on overpass.
Well, that is a big advantage, but quickly slipped away. Kriaz finding another Bird from Sky, thinking about the push, and he will, in fact, find it. I was shocked as ever that Kriaz has got the A site. It's actually Baron. The CT side not going to be doing much, and Narquez holding the angle is good for the single. In a 2-on-3 scenario, and he turns to look behind, but he's going to readjust. And Narquez out of the round. A second shot from XELLOW, and it's made Fasher into a doable 1-on-1 to make it 14-14. And he slips into the smoke, ice in his veins, going to hear the drop in front, and he's going to wait for the swinger twist. And that is pitch perfection. Number 29 going their way. Oh, the nade damage isn't good. The kill's definitely there. 1 kill for the 1. There's another trade taken out towards long, but Fasher succeeds. It's his 28th kill, and a double out down, away in fact. As the flashes are in, Twistful with 1, only with 1 though, and now the man on site. Kriaz needs to do something, but it's not meant to be, and it shocks with
this bomb goes off. They're not going to have too much more coming in towards this final round. It's what, going to be empty? Anarchist, hang on a second. He's got a sound cues at the very least, and there's the opening kill. Now, potentially this could be the upset we didn't expect.
His. And Abyss monster smoke by the looks of things. They're going to set it out towards B. Manx has got 1, and a second kill from Manx. Nearly a triple, but Bird from Sky's trade. A scout from Heaven shocks. Oh, and a no-scope from range, but he's going to have to drop down, and it's into the jaws of the M4 of Dafu. And it's an Arquez 1-on-2 required to keep Finest alive just yet. XELLOW with his back turned, it will be a freebie, and it's all down to one. Dafu, Molly out, tap the bomb, and an Arquez has got the second, and he's got plenty of time, even without a kit.
Very successful, and I think it's a really good decision. When they've got economy to work with, try and use it. However, not the greatest of starts, swinging in towards that divider. Dafu finally finding a bit of success. He's delivered with one kill himself, and all down this man, who we already mentioned as the highlight. Good for one, looking to make it a second as well, and towards Dice. Dancing and weaving around this back guy's position and smoking towards the right-hand side, and will Burford's guy expect it? A question, and it gets missed shot, and nearly gets punished. Second time of Oskin comes alive.
That's a beautiful double. How has an Arquez stayed alive? But it's not the B side they're heading towards. They're right towards, or rather it is towards B they're heading towards, not towards A. But Twister's got a double anyway, and it doesn't even matter. I don't know what's going on in this round. It's back and forth. ECSTATIC.
It's the system where, for XELLOW, you know, it's still kind of just trying to find his feet. What about start for Fasher, though?
Well, there you have it. Out. Beautiful 5-on-4 and doubled down upon the attempt at least. Bird from Sky out of the round. 4-on-4 now turned. As Kriaz, that secondary AWPer, starting to come alive as he finds a second frag.
Just under a minute left on the clock. They're making the commit over towards that of B. It's 4-1 in the hands of Manx and Shocks or 4. There's still 2 players left behind.
That's beautifully done. Manx another. Kriaz, his AWP on the back of the site is going crazy. It's a 4th kill in the round. On for the ace. And if he drops down, it might just be Goomba stomping Kriaz at this point. But it's a Arquez from Heaven to pinch the ace. But it does not matter.
Nearly. Very, very nearly. We've seen that one work before, and he gets very forward to stay alive. Same concept as XELLOW, though.
Yeah, nice done. Oh my god, Manx through the smoke. Takes down Shocks.
Yeah, Twist very forward to stay alive as well. When he gets caught in transition, this time he'll fall. Numbers once again back in favour of ECSTATIC as they're making their way out and towards that B site. Molotov in towards Barrows gives them comfort, but an aid is good.
Oh, well, nice shot from Kriaz. This AWP has been lights out, but it needs to come up again here for Finest as he's in towards the wooden short. It's not going to happen whatsoever. The bridge, not enough to keep him alive. And so I hope there's a 5-7 in his back pocket, but it's the AWP to claim the first. Looking for a second here on the retake. Tossing in the nade, but he's caught out in the open. 16-17. Fasher, he'll find the last if they can show up. And so far, it is a very big push towards middle, but an even bigger advantage game by Pleasant. 5-on-4.
Not about to start. Well, so I say, number 4 level, XELLOW ball blind, good for one. Bird from Sky, the IGL stepping up as well, and a Molotov will deny that presence.
Well, bomb set down, 3-on-4. So sure, that bomb is in play, but there's 4 against 3 on this retake. Now made down to 2. As Bird from Sky will find the opener. Kriaz and Shocks left remaining back at the site. They've got to fight out, and it's from Pillar. The Shocks can find one, and a second headshot goes his way. It's Dafu on 6 points of health in a 1-on-2 scenario. 1 by 1 they face, and 1 by 1 they fall. Dafu taps it, does not stick, but Finest should be up to 18 because a peek from Kriaz will find the last. And it's 18-16. There's an opportunity, no doubt about it.
For sure.
Just have to wait and see. XELLOW, he's found the opener, though.
Nice start. Pleasant falling, an important kill.
Well, time ticking away. 35 seconds left of this round. XELLOW's claimed a second. And the big AWP for ECSTATIC continues to perform, continues to show his value as the temporary stand-in here. Molly tossed out. Fasher goes aggressive into the corner, but it will find him one anyway. Shocks in the Molly, had to run forward, and with 20 seconds left, into the meat grinder they go. And ECSTATIC, and a boost comes up, directed towards Bridge, and well, it's found a first and spot of a second. That's brilliant. That's unbelievable. ECSTATIC just earned themselves the early lead. Nothing more than it.
Fasher good for one more as well, I think. We should a double stacking towards water as well, just trying to deny that presence. Dafu needs to be careful. We're good for yet one more. Traded through the smoke, but a 3 versus 2's got a lot to do here.
And Arquez is AWP holding in towards Hell. Fasher, will he expect this? No, he won't, although he does fire off a single shot. It's a quick trade from Bird from Sky, and it's a double down from the IGL. So this could be a freebie here from Bird from Sky. And well, unfortunately for him, Kriaz moves in on short, and he will pick up the kill. Dafu not smoke from Heaven, though, so as Manx tries to hold on, he's just delaying for the seconds for Dafu to strike. A double from the Heavens, and a double flash from Fasher.
Yeah, well, smoke in their face. Shocks is also cautious of the push coming through from Dafu. Going to be in for the trade, though, and that's the first round of OT number 2 going in favour.
They did, you know, Finest got their 1 round on the T side. That was it. They were done. ECSTATIC won the other 2, and so far, so good. And Arquez and XELLOW, both AWPs finding some success here in the beginning.
From more ecstatic, maybe got a little bit of aggression coming through, but speaking of, Fash gonna get caught off guard. Shocks from behind, didn't quite expect such an
towards short, Dafu peeks in, Kriaz, oh, and he's even pre-fired it. Dafu, a masterclass for the short pressure.
Clock, 25 seconds to work with, and a tough clearance. No utility means a free kill for Mike. He can just fall back, drop in towards water, re-invite that pressure coming through, but that's where Annika steps up. Good for one. The Molotov not quite out of the hands just as of yet. And they haven't seen yes, as you mentioned, go towards barrels. Manx holding, waiting, and eyeing that plant. A laboured spray finds it. And with 5 seconds left, it's down to one man. Well, he's going to fall. What a swing.
And ECSTATIC
need to take their map pick, so they know all too well how important it is. They walk straight towards Fasher. Good for one more. 37th kill so far. Make that 38. It's blessing falls with the smoke. Not able to make it a third though. Twist, good for the trade. Nearly converting on a second.
It does blind the CTs, but they don't go off the back of it. And now it's the ECSTATIC turn to go aggressive. And it's another multi-kill from Manx. It's a double this time. In round 39, Kriaz, while he's good for one to pick up the orb, there's still 3 more to go, and he does find a second. No way should it be on for a 1-on-4 like this. Closer forward, Manx in a position to capitalize, but XELLOW standing in the open. That'll be that. All 3 for the CT side. ECSTATIC.
It's going to be a slog to try and turn back around.
Absolutely. And ECSTATIC, he's going to kick things off on the right foot, though. Overtime. Can they manipulate that man advantage into a round? Manx going to be peeking in, but it's Fasher. He'll find the open up. As they progress towards B, Kriaz from short to find one, and a second with the big green. Smoking himself off, 2-on-3 scenario. Difficult for them to weave their way back out of, but XELLOW has an orb, and when he's in control, he can absolutely turn around right on its head. A second man spotted, and they know the other man's on short. This is scary now for Finest, but an ECSTATIC will pick up another. A 1-on-2 for XELLOW. Peeks in to take phase, switches over to the AK, and Kriaz needs to hit the shot, and that he does. Keeping the dreams alive of Finest. It's 19 to show. But a powerful statement could be made here in this round. And a great start and a great way to enter the chapter of round 30, or rather 42, but an even bigger one from Twist. A double kill while blind, shocks a triple. And just like that, bird from Sky and try and take some aggression.
Flash will come through. Also cautious of the flank, and Dafu, rightfully so. Good for the first one. Twister's going to fall. The AWP still in play, but a shot by Anakin gets punished by Dafu. Speaking of orbs, another missed one as well. Pleasant. How does he play this now as he's got the support of Shocks?
Dafu, he's going to need the ace clutch in this round. All 4 kills in the 1-on-2 required. Bomb will be defused. Dafu's got to swing. He's got to deny the defuse, and he can't quite get it done. Pleasant has it from above. It's 2021.
Too much. Very, very close to the AWP. Second time I'm asking. They're delivering. Third time he actually will.
That's a beautiful shot, and Finest, that's B. All attention in towards Monster. Flash going to be drawn out. Manx to find the opener. A 4-on-4. Shocks will hold his ground, though. XELLOW to trade. Orb shot missed from Kriaz. He's still looking to recover as the second shot connects. Dafu and XELLOW, they have to make things work. P250 drawn out for Kriaz. Surely not like this. Deagle spam from an ECSTATIC. 21-21.
21 each, add them together.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. That's my quick math. Dafu, good stuff.
There's some seriously good games coming out for the ECSTATIC boys. Let's see if they can continue. Kriaz, he'll hold his ground for the first. Looking for a second. It Shocks to pinch it away. Another kill for Twist. And the kills rolling for Finest as they pin them down like dominoes. XELLOW from the Flames will pick up one. Still 2 more to go, but Shocks has got the last. And it's 22-21.
Things do become a bit of a problem that ECSTATIC might always struggle in towards OT. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Dafu before, make that a second as well. As Anika's falls, and that's an important kill.
And another kill going in the way of ECSTATIC. This time it's Manx to draw blood from short. It's Kriaz to hit the deck. Twist now needs to go huge out towards the A site. And while
the trade game benefits to T side in this round, round number 2 of OT number 3. Twist will find one at the very least. And manages to just about fall away.
He still needs to find one more, though. I think he still will need to find another. Basher tapping back and forth. Flashbang can't find it. 1 HP the difference. And so Shocks now left in a 1-on-3. And well, Shocks moving in from CT. He's got the first, and it's Manx. A brilliant flick to find it. A second kill could be on the mark as well. XELLOW the high HP, but his AWP has got the mark. 22 to 22. I'm not the best person to ask, but numbers definitely favouring the side of Finest. It's Shocks to open things up with a first, and a second kill for him. Deagle drawn out. Oh, Shocks! Deagle has found success. Maybe a quad, but no, denied by XELLOW. A 1-on-5 still required in this round with 50 seconds left on the CT side, or else we go to a quad OT now, and I could not tell you the last time I casted a quad OT. Unfortunately, ECSTATIC, they found the man advantage. XELLOW, he's found Kriaz. That 5-on-4 picked up for the CT side. Whether they can retain it or not is a different question. As XELLOW again with the AWP, just finding success after success, shot after shot, and it's not looking like he wants to stop yet. Dafu through the wall will find Twist, but the AWP is still pressed up towards short.
Finest, I've down to 2. XELLOW potentially in for a little bit more. Gonna be able to deliver. Blessing gonna fall on for the quad. Will he find it? Is the question. Is Anakin's the double? The deny? And it's not gonna be the case.
Kill for kill. ECSTATIC versus Finest. It has lived up to all expectations, and well, what better man to start the round number 5 of our third OT?
Over as Ellis, they can just take a little bit of a step off, give away that pressure, and play for the double spray down on Dafu. Bomb dropped, and surely now
here in OT heaven, I think I've had enough for the year. As Manx, he'll find the force. One man standing. Shocks a 1-on-5. And with 24 seconds left, his days are numbered as well. A very nice first shot, and a second shot as well. Good God, Shocks. Snappy accuracy, but unfortunately... Well, here we go. XELLOW having a peek towards Monster. And he will go down. Kriaz.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's happening? What is happening? Bird from Sky. He'll pick up one. Bird from Sky moving up from Connector as well. Having a look. He will get taken down. Pleasant. He'll find another. It's a 3-on-4 scenario.
Matters worse. You look over towards ECSTATIC and they're so isolated. Fasha, who's alone in towards short, has to come alive for something, and he will. Good for one.
Side, but it's towards B that the bomb goes, and as they face on in, Kriaz shall fall. Manx has found the opener. The AWP dancing on the pillar, and it's a second kill to his name. He does get taken down at the third hurdle, but it's a pleasant 1-on-2 required. And while he's able to punch in the digits, the CT players are looming. Fasha has the last,
GG.
and it is the end to Overpass. Finest is going to get pretty dicey. ECSTATIC need the round win to set themselves up on the right foot. But already Twist to find the opener, and Flash is only going the way of Finest, putting themselves in a pretty unrecoverable 4-on-5 until ECSTATIC, they blow up towards B. It's 4 kills across the board as the Glocks close the gap. Magic out of map 1, sprinkled and dusted, coating the ancient map here, because my oh my, what
looking oh so good. And over towards Finest, they have to find something special with the pistols, and that's not a bad start.
Cheeky smoke lined up from Sky, launching it towards A. Pleasant to pluck him out with a Deagle. That 2-man lead could go to give Finest an opportunity in this round. Shocks. Deagle can't connect to a second, but one might be enough. XELLOW to take a fight with Pleasant. Situation here, the T side. Both players taking tag damage. Dafu out of the round, and it's XELLOW 1-on-4, low HP, and it is not meant to be. Finest crack open the shell until in the wall, pulled towards B, forcing the players into cave, and I like this. They're going for the mow down though. Kriaz 1, 2, nearly a third with the Galil. The 5 extra bullets making all the difference in this round. Fasha, see if it's fight or flight for the ECSTATIC boys in the post plant. First kill going in their way. Fasha will pick up the first. Dafu dink, and down goes Pleasant. And a third kill could be on the cards because Twist is caught in the corner, and it's a Shocks 1-on-3. And while he has found the high HP player, there's still 2 more to go. And in such wind-up positions, he's going to have to go hunting. And he clears the corner, but not deep enough. He thinks XELLOW is there. He will go check in once more. And Shocks, he's got a kit. It's a 5-second stick. Will the MAC-10 spot it? No. The back out, though. Spam going down, but it's just not enough time. Dafu can't. Round 4, an opportunity for ECSTATIC to tie the game. But the M4 from Shocks doing decent damage. Max and Bird from Sky getting caught in the spray as well. Max actually taking a bit of lead from Bird from Sky. Nade's going to be tossed in as well. Bomb plant not going to be denied, but they do find that man advantage in the aftermath. And so for Finest, they've got the weapon advantage, and they've got the opportunity as well, tapping away. Kriaz doesn't want to kill his teammate, unfortunately. Twist will find a kill anyway. XELLOW to get the trade, 2-on-3 scenario. Pleasant leaping through the monster, or rather the donut smoke. And the tap down for the MP9 shall be enough. A 1-on-3 here for Fasha. His Deagle needs to go huge, and while he has found the first, there are a couple more to go. Dinked up, low HP, USP pulled in, and Arquez has it covered. A kit to give enough time to defuse, get his team into a 5-on-4. Kriaz actually shooting his teammate through the wall. What on earth just happened? Kriaz will find one. Zello and Bird from Sky with a kill each, and well, I talked about abandoning ship.
Through the wood to your own teammate. Questionable. An MP9 good for one. Trade game, though, does benefit the C side, and Dafu makes light work.
Ideal for these situations, especially when a couple of these players are very low. He does find one. I think caught Dafu on the jump spot as well. Bird from Sky, patiently waiting. Actually then slip here. Flashbang goes a miss, and Arquez another. No way, and Arquez a 1-on-3. A huge miss.
Yeah, one individual playing brilliant, but in a 1 versus 3, you have to just overwhelm. You know it's an AWPer. Just running gun, he can only shoot once, and he has to pop the reload. The execution just wasn't quite there, and they paid the price for it. But at the very least, not a bad start towards round number 6. Seneca's and the AWP coming alive once again, though.
Finest do have themselves a pretty tricky task ahead of them to close this one out. Nice shot from Shock should make it a little easier. The back burners in for Finest. Fasha to keep things competitive though, a 3-on-3 scenario. And the big man himself in Arquez looking for a chance. He just doesn't miss with the AWP. Finally taken down. It's the exploitation, the only downfall of the AWP.
But Twist is going to be the real difficult one for me, swinging forward in towards mid. And with Kriaz falling, that now leaves that B-side Baron. And it's a
either. I mean, it's going to be a tough task no matter what.
Well, consolation kill for Twist, though. Does drop out Zello.
Finest winning this entire half. Yeah, 12-3. It really is up in the air. Well, my 12-3 statement seems to be one in which there is a realm of possibility.
Look, Shox is ready and waiting.
A nice shot, Shox. Oh, Shox, good gods! 3 with the 5-7. Just tap, 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 and he's so much.
I said be wary of it, and that's exactly why. And he cleans things up with the AWP. I'll take him. Hank's down 23. Spam coming through. Shock's asked to come alive. He's given 4. How can he find here? Only 3. Nearly dropping Dafu as well, but he survives on 12 points of HP. Just about. And that bomb's going to struggle to go down. The Tech 9 coming in towards another excavation, but Kriaz delivers.
Brilliant round from Shox. You say only 3, but that's the guy. This team, these guys, they don't want to give up anything. They're not ecoing to save their lives, and well,
and that's why.
There you go, Zello, 5-on-4.
It's a foot race essentially over towards A. Who's going to come out on top with the AWP, caught off guard. I think he's going to 4 shots, good for 2. But he's traded, leaving it all down to 1. 1 man to deny that Kriaz.
Goes for the peak, and well, you'll be taught that lesson, fella. That's the AWP maybe in the hands of Kriaz as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is a pretty promising situation to be in. And Arquez, he'll hit the first shot. AWP clinical on the angle. Zello at least in for the trade. Looking for another. Yes, of course. Because why not? He's up for a double. Going to be denied of a third. Plessen has the trade. Kree has another. And Plessen's double kill. Again, a multi-kill for the Finest side. This time, the Swede. And all of a sudden, Manx left alone. 1-on-3. Turns into the wall, expecting a flash. A dink onto Shox, but it just isn't enough.
Money buy. That is the way to do it. And not the way to start things off. Dafu going to fall. Manx to least trade. So, an upgrade in the weapons as well is not too...
to provide some donut control, and in fact Manx is going to make all the noise, try and set the tone that it's an A play, but they double back towards B, and Arquez reads into it quite nicely though. The first kill with the AWP, follows up with a second, misses the flick, but he's got his teammate into assist. Kriaz, he'll find the last.
But neutral damage in towards mid. Plessen holding, waiting, spotting and delivering as Max will fall.
Very nicely done. Plessen the open. Oh, he's dropped in. Util just chucked out. Zello will find one towards middle though. That's Plessen gone. So the man that found the original advantage will be the man to drop the advantage. Kriaz is double, looking for a third. It's the M4 of Shox to trade. And there's one man, but one man for the job. A Fasha 1-on-3 required to close out a 5th. And while he has found the first, bomb still yet to be picked up. And he's still going to make a choice. Time ticking away. Fasha has the jump. Beautiful first. 1 more to go. Already 2 with him ticking away. Peeking in. Fasha on the angle. Has it covered. 10-5. It's a 1-on-3 for Fasha to make things work. Like, so many rounds should have gone the other way. There were so many little rounds that probably could have been won by ECSTATIC. Finest definitely getting the better of it. Manx, speaking of utility, The smoke in towards Donut and a flashbang from Temple, but it's a great one to help Plessen. Twist getting all of the assistance in the world right now, and Arcus picking up one with a P250. And XELLOW, they're dropping like flies. Dafu to stand his ground to find Plessen. A second shot and a third from the USPs. And Fasha's got a kit. Kriaz, worst case scenario, does dink up the second as well. Fasha, low HP. He's got a kit. Does he have the time? He keeps on tapping. He keeps trying to take phase, and he will peek in, and Kriaz has him beat. And it's an 11th on the board.
Historically, they've not been too good on, but so far, so good. It needs to be a real resurgence, though, it has to be said, and it's already a bit of aggression from both sides. Shox going to trade out, but it's Manx to find one more. The numbers back in their favour.
Finest desperately wanting to piece this one together to put themselves back on the board and to take us to a decider, and Arcus doing exactly that. A 3-on-3 set. And XELLOW fall right for the trap. They overcommit towards B. And Arcus aggressive. I'm wondering, did Dafu spot him? I don't think so. Back turn. It's an easy double. And Arcus actually only finding a dink onto Manx. But it's a 2-on-2. And well, the trap set here for the retake. Bird from Sky will find one. Shox does go down. Twist the last man standing. And well, he will actually find both Finest. They are able to clutch up, and there you have it.
This is really not the position they want to be in at all. But of course, he looks towards the buy. The CT side is mixed, and Manx makes it work nonetheless. Anakin's falling is now on.
Really have much business in winning. I mean, sure, it's a force buy. This is actually a round that they should not be winning at all. It's a second kill that comes in. Mac 10 peppering through the smoke. Look at the HP on Plessen and Kriaz.
They need to be extremely cautious.
Flash going in, Manx finds one, Kriaz's trade, Manx swings in, a second will connect, looking for the hat-trick, and it's a 4K in the round. Very nicely done.
With this map number 2, in a way that we probably didn't really expect too much, it's now looking the other way. Not a shot though from Anakin's. Oh, that's quick. That is lightning fast, but in exactly the same fashion.
Trades in the way of Finest. As I said earlier, it's just the eco, right? So there's every opportunity. And Narquez, man, he's so just the brain on this guy.
Yeah.
It's just like bigger than his head or something. I don't know what to say. And it's a second kill for an Arquez. And a third with the AWP. Surely not like this. As it could be an ace here for an Arquez. The Israeli man, the big dog for Finest, might have just found an ace into this round. It's a 1-on-1. Bird from Sky against him. And as the flash drops in, an Arquez to take phase, an Arquez to look for the shot, and an Arquez is a beast!
5 kills to his name. He's been phenomenal. Manx to go aggressive in towards middle, but he pays the price for it. Plessen and Shox, one apiece. And I think it's now just the do or die as the cannon fodder rounds and seconds to Finest cleaning up this one. The 1 versus 5. Bird from Sky, the HiGHL has to deliver a flawless round, and Finest pushes 2-R.
Through relegation will have to come in, and well, an Arquez tested in towards headshot, can't find any kills. It's Fasha to open things up. Kriaz through the smoke, finding a second, and Arquez finally getting taken down from the headshot angle. So a 3-on-3 into this retake. Decoy tossed out by Twist, just to try and set the tone here for this retake. Shox has nailed another shot. Kriaz a second. And it's HiGHLiGHTS 1-on-3. Glock in hand. And while he has found a dink, there's still 2 more to go. And unfortunately, there just is too many men behind the wheel.
Look at the flank coming through. Bird from Sky. HiGHLiGHTS all could be caught off guard and looking the right way. And there it is. Twist good for 1. Not able to find the second, however. But they can just fall away in time. Anakin comes alive for one of his own. And that's just a rookie mistake. The Tech 9 comes in to try and deliver. But Manx gets dropped immediately.
It's doable though for the T side. All over the first. Bird from Sky gonna need 3 more, and well, he has found a second. There's plenty of chances now as Sky has to commit to some sort of peak. He's patiently waiting, and the take face comes in. Twister's got it covered. 1 HP the difference, but it is Finest to a second. 3 kills and a full buy that they're walking into.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of one of these rounds for XELLOW where, and well, now look at them. They've got already a man disadvantage, make that 2. Hang on a second though, Dafu and Bird from Sky combine for 1 apiece. XELLOW finding 1 more, and now things have changed hand. I question the horsepower, but it actually looks like it's working.
Well, 1 kill going in the way of the CT side, a 2-on-2. Bird from Sky. That's unreal. He's going to set the bomb down. Try and take these early advantages, making all the noise in the world in the first place. First man, and a second for Twist.
Wow.
Lining him up, shutting him down, and it's 3-4-3. Nades tossed out. Tag damage already set in. Nicely done, Plessen. He'll find the opener, not without a response.
They've done oh so well. They don't really overextend. They don't try to do anything too special. But speaking of Kriaz will fall, he swings from the sandbag position, gets caught off guard. Plessen trying to make it a double, but won't be able to deliver a Dafu trade. Numbers brought level, and now in favour once again of the T side.
Of nice shot, nearly connecting with the AWP. It's the molly actually doing the damage, and well, there you go, in unison. It falls off the building. The 51st floor will fall from XELLOW. Manx finds one more, and Arquez 1-on-2. Missed shot, Glock, the sidearm pulled. Another miss with the AWP. And XELLOW finally on the board. 3-1.
Double eco, rinse and repeat. That's a horrible position to be in. Twist falls knife at the wrong time, but finds double nonetheless. Manx will fall, Bird from Sky follows. And Shocks comes in for support too. Somehow, some way, he stayed on.
See, as the timer ticks away, we are just waiting for the end of the round. As you can see, nothing changes the outcome. In pole position to win the half. And CT side is probably the least one-sided map we've seen today in terms of the percentages, but it's one that Finest more than willing to run away with. A 5-on-4 as the AWP picks up the first, and a swing in from Pleasant delivers the double down. 5-on-3, and XELLOW just losing piece by piece. It's one by one they crumble, and while Dafu's able to respond, he takes 85 in the matter, and a 2-on-4 needs to be recovered here for XELLOW. It's not looking likely for them.
No, it's not looking good as we stand me with Dafu low on HP, but I think too soon. Dafu good for one more bomb to go down as well. And bring things level, and Dafu going to do exactly that. He's sitting close to personal, but he falls. One bullet's all that's needed. Kriaz looking to make it a second. Falling from the heavens, he delivers. Manx will fall, the retake successful. And 5-3 up, and potentially up for a really strong half here. Twist holding, 1-2 going his way. Manx and Dafu falling, nearly in for the third as well. Just a little bit of a tag to the legs, but Bird from Sky low on HP now.
And while Shocks, he'll find one through the wall, through the smoke. Their odds only improve in this round. XELLOW, nice shot, great reactionary play for him to catch Kriaz. Problem is, okay, sure, they have the bomb, but it's still a man advantage to untangle here as the Israeli, the big man, and Arquez, his AWP looking to strike. Unfortunately, what was the idea there? I don't know. Sat with the try and draw these players in and force them to commit to sight, but no, XELLOW's got other plans. Another kill to his name. Does get peppered down in the end by the M4, but a great shot from Fasher, and it's 5-4.
These two sides inseparable.
Oh my good God, and Arquez. It's another clean shot. And
towards ramp with a man disadvantage. The walk is straight in towards a crossfire. Fasher good for one. The quick trade and a double at that. Pleasant drops the bomb and a Molotov on top of it. Keeps them at bay. And all in the hands of Bird from Sky has to come alive. But the IGL in a very precarious spot. He's going to fall to the hands of Anarchist. If you're trusting anyone with a big green, it's that man from Israel.
Crazy. Unreal. Shots. He finds the last.
Didn't
it's
do
fine.
so because they actually want to play out to potentially challenge in towards his first arm. Door straight towards Kriaz. 1, 2, and 3 going his way. Manx in for the trade. But it's still a 4 versus 2. M4A1S card.
Not looking likely here for XELLOW. It's an eco, so it's acceptable. And another shot goes their way. It's Dafu's Deagle to find one, but I'm wondering if it's any made more than a single. Unfortunately not. And Arquez the coach. And Def, of course, the player.
Yeah. Look at my
there
knowledge.
XELLOW. Speaking of
pop
knowledge. He's found one. Bird from Sky a second. The read from XELLOW is pretty good. Shocks has shown some resistance as he is able to convert.
Should work in their favour. In comes the utility. Manx still trying to make that cross. But he's going to be spotted in transition. Pleasant makes it a double as Fasher falls too. With XELLOW and Dafu. Leave this man all alone. Good for the first. Pleasant yet to take a point of damage as the bomb goes down in the hands of XELLOW. The AWB has to come alive here. Will he be given the ability to? Is the question, and yes he does. XELLOW with an AWP delivers, and just like that.
That's what you'd be hoping for at least. Kriaz aggressive, inventive towards ramp, and it's a double kill. The MP9 just finding damage, admittedly, and Arquez to pinch one away.
Sankyu's heard. Kriaz can hold also close and personal. Good for one more. Bird from Sky will form. Molotov in close and personal. With the AWP, Blessing coming alive. Makes it yet one more. And with 4 remaining personal. But they're front away and now towards ramp. But Bird from Sky leading the charge.
Kriaz in the flames will find one. Dafu a second with a Tech 9. Plesson's second AWP. Finding the feed quite early on here, not waiting for the retake. No time wasted by Shots. He's going to emerge through the smoke. Dafu and Manx have got them both covered. And a huge misplay from the retake from Finest. Orchestrated a few seconds too early. And they've caught them with their pants down. Twisting a 1-on-3 to salvage a 10-5. And I said, if this is the best that you can cough up, you best believe Finest.
Very much.
Yeah, pretty interesting, hey. Pretty interesting. Well, good start from an Arquez. Finest, of course, up by 3 heading into the second half. If they're up by 4, the CT side will be sent into full meltdown. And, well, Flash has dropped in. Nice shot. Plessen doubles up. It's a great job from the Glocks. They close the gap. They find the frags. And there is no entry back into the site here for XELLOW. Bomb set down. Sure, maybe there's a kit dropped. I didn't see one originally. Doesn't matter anyway because it's Manx against 4. And what are the chances without Kevlar he can convert this round?
Unlikely. Not impossible, but improbable. And now it's impossible. Twist will deliver with 4 remaining alive.
Minute and 8 on the clock. Double nade set in. And a great triple boost. Fasher, he'll find the first. Executing Twist out on lane. So that does become a bit difficult here for Finest to get back into. Fortunately for them, the gun isn't retrieved. And as the pressure builds in back towards short, Plessen at least to stand his ground for 1. Not the most undoable.
Numbers favouring XELLOW as it's still trying to get that security in terms of the plant, and Fasher with the Famous coming alive again. We question the mixed buy for XELLOW and it's delivering. Bomb trying to go down, will it be denied? The question, it won't. It does go down, but that's all that they managed to find with 2 remaining alive. The retake, successful. And XELLOW, same can't be said for Finest. And once again posturing now over towards that B side, slowly making their way forward. Manx good for the first, making a second as well, and the third coming alive. Pistol pulled out, and he makes it 4. On for the ace, will he find it? Why did I question it? An ace for Manx. That's exactly it. I mean, back and forth as you mentioned, but I think the most important thing that you mentioned was that for Finest, they're in out.
I wasn't ready to say it was a boost, because you know how the dots are like hidden.
Have the economy to work with, but is it worth going for it? No, I think the answer is no. Anarchist finds 1 more. Manx or 4. I kind of a small bump in the road. I think so far, XELLOW
does get a bit dicey. Manx up close will find 1. Can't escape just yet. There's players looming all around. So Kriaz, he will find the trade, and XELLOW, I mean,
that contact, but just going to take a bit more of an aggressive approach this time. Good for 1. Untraded as well as he just keeps the numbers in his favor. And in comes
this is muddled up. They have to go for a play, and it's a big one through short. Kriaz spot in the shadow. Bird from Sky gone. 25 seconds left on the clock. They've got to get a move on here, the T side. Bomb set down. Fasher's found a single. Looking for the spam away, but the head tucked back. A nice shot from Dafu. They know the last is the planter, and the Dane's got his second. XELLOW 11. Finest 11. Very slow approach, but a very methodical one taken. Flashbang in, and XELLOW, he's been lights out with the AWP so far, man. The step up for Wolfie, so far so good. Looking for a second. Yes, indeed, he connects. Just hasn't missed a shot, it seems, on the CT side. Finest now chucked in to hinder, to delay. And, well, this might just be the XELLOW apocalypse. Dafu a second, and just like that, a 1-on-4 for Twist. No.
They're going to break that economy of Finest. I mean, it's not going to look too good for them. Yeah, Pleasant shot.
Shrapnel blasting everywhere, and rattled to half the bar. Kriaz will find the opener though, so for Finest they're not done just yet. There is some fight here in the Swedish core. XELLOW back and forth between the sandbags, finds the first, looking for a second, missed attempt, but has a flashbang to try and get out of dodge. No molly tossed in yet. It now will be used, but it's a peek from Fasher that keeps him alive for seconds, as it's a double headshot kill, and it's all but
so's the control over towards the A site, and all they have to do is try and clear that of sandbags, and somehow Anakin's reacts in time. Fasher will fall. Shock's coming in for support as well. 1 man on towards the site, and he's cleared as well. Somehow, some way, Finest have turned the tide, and it's left Manx all alone.
And it's a 1-on-2. He's got an AK and a kit, but no utility to work with, so whatever he faces, he's going to have to be dry. And he's found an Arquez. Orb gone. Shock's left. Manx has got them both.
No.
The absolute killer here on Vertigo. Fasher and Bird from Sky. Keeping some lead through the smoke, but it's Twist to find the opener. Low HP, but doesn't matter. Corks open the round, but Fasher quickly to close the gap into a 4-on-4. Have to be made. Finest are 2 rounds away from losing, so this is a must-win. And for Fasher, it's a draw that only matters most. Dafu's double. Again, I said he was the killer. He seems to be more than side. Bearing in mind they were 6-10 down. It's 15-11. Fasher's 3k. Dafu's double. Damage, and not too much though, and Twist to keep resuming this angle. Does spot the man on the left-hand side, and he'll be dropped for it. Manx the 5-on-4. Shocks to trade. Pete coming in. Smoke going to be dropped out as well. Looking towards middle here. Manx seems to have an idea. Shocks low as well, but he's found a kill. XELLOW's trade. Manx another. A 3-on-2. And it's all down to an Arquez. It's all down to the big man to keep Finest alive. And while he's found one, XELLOW, AWP, and AK, plenty of utility as well. But as an Arquez moves forward, an Arquez is gone. And there you have it, folks.